Today we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap the outside of this window with aluminum. And we're going to wrap the sill, then we'll do both sides, and then we're going to do the top. We installed these windows and now it's time to wrap them and get them sealed up on the outside. All right, the first thing you want to do is go ahead and you want to make your sill piece. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and measure the length of this. From J channel to J channel, it's going to be 44 and 9/16 inches. And that's going to be our length. Now in this particular application, what we're going to do is we're going to run our aluminum up underneath the window, and then we're going to use our sill extenders to come down to the aluminum. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting my measurement up inside, and I'm coming down at 5 inches. And that's where I'm going to make my bend to come up this way is going to be at 5 inches. All right, now what I'm going to do is get my measurement for the front bend. And I'm looking at going off of the edge here. We're going to be about 1 5/8 inches. I want to leave it just a little bit high, and I want to bring it down to the J channel. So it's coming down smooth off of this up here. I don't want to go just off of the width right here. I want to go all the way from back here. So yeah, we're going 1 5/8 inches right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and bend the bottom 3/4 of an inch in. And I know I have 3/4 of an inch clearance because the J channel, if you pull it down, the J channel measures just about 1 inch. So I know I got 3/4 of an inch I can go back. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and start marking this piece out for my sill. And we'll double check to make sure this piece is 44 9/16. It's actually 44 5/8, so that gives me a little bit of room to trim as I need over there. And then my first measurement is going to be 5 inches. I'll mark my 5 inches right there. That'll be the first bend. And then from there, what I like to do is take my tape measure and hold it right there on that mark. So that way I know I'm getting an accurate measurement. I like to go 1 5/8 inches. That's for my front bend. And then what I want to do again is go ahead and mark it 3/4 inch. And that'll give me the piece that's going to tuck in under the J channel. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and insert this into the brake up to my cut marks. Make sure it's lined up correctly. Okay, I've got it in there. Cut all this part of it out. Okay. Then take my utility knife and I just score the aluminum. And when I do that, I kind of angle my blade away so I'm not cutting the lip of my brake. Okay, and then I just take and just go ahead and score it. I like to do that twice. It makes it break a little easier. Grab your handles, lift it up, and it just snaps the piece right off. Okay, then I bring it out. I'm going to bring it out to my 3/4 inch mark. Give me a nice 90-degree bend on that. Check it, make sure it's pretty good. Now this one here My 1 5/8 will not be a 90 degree. This one here will bend it up and we'll have a little bit of a slope to it. So it goes about like that. And there is our piece, it's all bent. And if you look, if you hold it like that, you can see the angle that I left it at. Then what I'm going to do is go ahead and just measure right here. I'm going to go from this old piece of aluminum out to the edge of the board, the sill board, and it's going to be about 1/2 inch on the right side and about 1/2 inch on the left side. And what I'll do is I'll come over here and I'll measure on the aluminum back about 1/2 inch. And I'll go ahead and do that on both sides. Okay, now that I've got the cuts laid out, I'm going to go ahead and just trim them off with the snips. I'm cutting a little bit inside the front, inside that line, just so I can trim it as I need to. All right, we've got the piece all trimmed up. We're ready to put it in place. Fits right in there.